Hello everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks so much for joining me. Now today I get to share with you the unboxing of the Scrapping for Less May 2018 Flavor of the Month kit. In case you're new, the Flavor of the Month kits come in these beautiful little envelopes that coordinate with the theme of the monthly kit. So this is a nice little picnic kind of a theme. This month's theme is called In the Countryside, which is adorable. Now this is a download sheet. It shows you everything that comes in the two kits that are available at Scrapping for Less. You can get the Double Dip Sundae or the Banana Split level, so there's two kit options. In each of the kits you get 4 collections, and this is an ingredient sheet that gives you everything that comes in each of the collections. Now you can also download a sketch sheet. I'll leave links below for you in the description area to where you can check out the ingredient sheet and the sketch sheet. Today I'm going to be making 4 cards using the sketch sheet, which are handy. But let's take a look at what comes in this month's kit. You get 5 pieces of cardstock. You get sour apple, whipped cream, wild cherry, banana split, a craft, a licorice, and then all of the colored cardstock are from My Favorite Things, and then you get 2 of the 110 pound Neenah Classic Crest Solar White cover cardstock. So nice, sturdy, heavy duty cardstocks. So we're going to take a look at each of the collections. This is collection number 1. Now, oops, sorry about the shaky camera, but you get 6 pattern papers. In collection 1, these pattern papers are called Country Kitchen by Cartabella, and they're double-sided. Now, Scrapping for Less takes a collection and they divide it. So if you're interested in the kits, or if you're familiar with the kits, you'll know that your pattern papers may vary because the collection is split. Now, this month's stamp set is from Brutus Monroe, and this is called the Farm Emblems. So cute. Now I'm just showing you a picture. Mine hasn't arrived yet, but yours will be a stamp set, but that's the same scale as the stamp that you will get. You get a bag of Kennedy Gray sequins that coordinate beautifully, and then you also get some alphabet stickers from Simple Stories, and then you get 5 pieces of ephemera that coordinate with the Country Kitchen collection by Cartabella. So that's everything in collection number 1. We're going to set these aside and move along to collection number 2. Now the pattern papers here are called Down on the Farm by Doodlebug. These are double-sided and you get 6 of each. So these are so adorable and so cute. A lot of fun patterns on here. Love those. Now each collection will always come with an envelope. So that's your envelope there. This month's stamp set in this collection is from Sunny Studio. It's actually exclusive to Scrapping for Less. You can only get this from Scrapping for Less, and it's called Miss Moo. You get your sequins, and then you get a Doodlebug mini icon sticker sheet, a partial portion of one, and then you get some ephemera also from the Doodlebug Down on the Farm collection. So that's everything in collection number 2. Now for collection number 3, these are your pattern papers. These are from My Favorite Things. They're called Tiny Checks, and you get 6 different colors. Nice little variety. These are single-sided. And then you also get your stamp set, or your envelope here. Your stamp set is a Scrapping for Less exclusive, which is adorable. It's called Piggy Picnic. A lot of fun little images in there. Cute little sentiments. So I'm looking forward to using this here. And I'm sorry about the glare. It keeps hitting my stamp, the plastic on my stamps. But you get coordinating sequins. You get also a piece of yellow gingham ribbon. It's perfect for one card, which is nice. And then you also get some farm animal stickers. And these are from American Crafts. So those are so cute. So that's everything in collection number 3. Now we'll set these aside and look at everything in collection number 4. Now so far everything that I've showed you today is from the Double Dip Sundae and the Banana Split. Now these are your pattern papers for collection number 4. They're from American Crafts. It's called Farmhouse. A lot of fun. This one I actually use for my sneak peek, so I cut a strip off. But you get your envelope, and then you get this stamp set from Avery Elle. It's called Barnyard. It's so cute. And then of course your sequins. Real pretty sequins. And then you get some baker's twine. This is black and white baker's twine. And then you get some stickers. These are called Farm Friend stickers. So, and these have little glitter accents to them, which is really nice. But they're cute. And that's everything in collection number 4. So, real quick, if you're new, if you're interested in the Double Dip Sundae, you'll get all 4 collections and then your cardstock. Okay? I happen to have the banana split level, so this is the extra goodie bag that you'll get. We're just going to take a quick look. Take my candy out, which is fun. Okay, you get some burlap. I actually trim mine down, but yours will be one piece. But you get a piece of burlap ribbon here. And then these are your dies. This is the rooster, hen, and chick die from Frantic Stampers. They're so cute. Perfect size for card making. You get 3 dies there. And then you get this stamp set. This is called the Faith Family Farming Friends by Technique Junkies. And then you get some Nuvo Jewel Drops. Now, I happen to get the orange marmalade, but there's 3 colors that you could possibly get. You could get Strawberry Coulis, Orange Marmalade, or Sea Breeze. And I wanted to show you the colors because I have all 3 colors. But the blue is real pretty, Sea Breeze, and then the Strawberry Coulis is a pink, and then the Orange Marmalade is orange, of course. So you get one of those. But that's everything that you'll get with the banana split. So you'll get this little goodie bag plus all 4 collections. And actually, I'm going to take that candy out. And then you get your cardstock. So this is the Scrapping for Less May 2018 Flavor of the Month kit. I'm going to make 4 cards today using the sketch sheet. So we're going to jump in with card number 1. I want to use sketch number 4, and I'm going to use elements from collection number 3. So I'm going to start off by doing some stamping. I'm going to stamp the cute little picnic basket that came in the Scrapping for Less Piggy Picnic stamp set. And I'm going to stamp one of the little piggies here. Now, I did skip the coloring and the fussy cutting out, but I did use my Copic markers. And guys, I'll leave my colors that I used on my blog. So if you're interested in the colors, I'll leave them there over there. But I'm taking a piece of white cardstock, and I used a gingham patterned embossing folder, and I just ran that through my die cut machine. And then I'm going to cut out, I cut out a strip of the pale green mini checks pattern paper from MFT, and I'm just going to attach that to the very top of this panel. Now this panel is actually 3.5 inches by 4 3/4, so it's going to leave me a white border along my card base. I went ahead and tied my little yellow ribbon, which is the perfect size for one card. I just tied a bow to the right there. Okay, now I also cut out another panel using some Strathmore Bristol smooth cardstock, and this measures 2.5 inches by 3 3/4. I'm going to start off by using my Memento ink, and I'm going to stamp the little sunshine that came in the stamp set on the very top right here. And then I'm going to do a little bit of blending for my background. So I'm going to grab some Distress Oxide ink. I'm going to start off with some Vintage Photo. And this is actually a stencil brush that I'm using. It creates a real soft background. So I'm just going to go over the very bottom with my Vintage Photo. And then I'm going to add a little bit of some peeled paint right on top. And then to create a little bit of a sky background, I'm going to go in with some Broken China. And I was afraid that my ink was going to smear, so I'm going to start off from the bottom and work my way up to the top. And just lightly going over it to give my little back panel a little bit of color. I really like the way this card turned out because it was so soft. And I think that's going to look lovely. Okay, now I'm going to color in my little sunshine, and I'm just going to use my Copic markers. And again, I'll leave colors over on my blog for you if you're interested, but I just used some yellows to color it in. And there we go. Now, I need a sentiment, so I decided to, I chose the sentiment that says, "Did someone say picnic?" Which is so cute. I'm going to stamp it on a piece of white cardstock with some VersaFine ink, and then in my stash I have a little thought bubble or a word bubble that fit the sentiment perfectly. So I'm just going to die cut that out. And then along with that, I also cut out 3 little white clouds just using some cloud dies that I had in my stash. Now we're ready to build our little scene. I'm going to go ahead and add my little clouds. This one here I popped up with foam tape. I'm going to add that one right below the sunshine, add my little piggy and the little picnic basket, and I think the little scene looks so cute. Now I'm just going to add some foam squares behind this panel, and then this is going to go on my gingham panel there. And again, I'm using the sketch as the guide. We're just going to place that there. And I tucked my bow underneath my sentiment, but I end up pulling it out and then kind of turning it a little bit and trimming the tails a little bit more. Okay. For my card base, what I did was with the Neenah 110 pound cardstock, I just cut it in half and scored it down the middle to create my card bases for all 4 cards today. I just placed my panel on there, and then for a little bit of shimmer, I'm going to go in with my Wink of Stella shimmer pen right over the little sunshine. And then that completes that card. Now this is the card number 1 using sketch number 4. Okay, let's move along to our next card. For our next card, I am going to be using sketch number 1 as a guide. And I'm going to actually use collection number 2. So these pattern papers, again, are from Doodlebug, down on the farm collection. I just cut out a panel. This panel is 3.5 inches by 4 3/4. And then in the little pattern paper were these cute little pockets. I'm just going to cut out this pocket. I think it was so cute. Now I'm going to use my paper trimmer and cut out a strip of this pattern paper here. And I think I needed, my blue pocket was kind of drowning out. So I just cut out, using a square die, I cut out a white background. I'm just going to attach my red pattern paper to my blue pattern paper here. And then I want to pop up my little pocket. And then that's going to go in the center of my little white background square there. As I was looking at it, I thought it would be really fun to distress the edges. So I'm taking some distress ink. This is Vintage Photo. And I just went around all my elements with my Vintage Photo. And I think that just gives it a more weathered look. Now I'm going to pop up my little pocket and place that right in the center of my panel there. Okay, now we're going to do a little stamping. This stamp set is the Miss Moo stamp set that was made exclusively for Scrapping for Less by Sunny Studios. So I grabbed the little cow, and again I skipped coloring. I just stamped that, and I'm only going to color the top portion of my little cow because he's going to go tucked in right behind my little pocket here. I just fussy cut him out. Now I'm going to pop him up with a piece of foam tape and have him sticking outside my little pocket there. Okay. Now for my sentiment. Let's see. I wasn't sure which one I was going to use, but I think the I Utterly Adore You would go perfect. So I'm just going to place that on my acrylic block. And then using again my VersaFine ink, I'm going to stamp it on the side first because I wasn't sure how it was going to show up on that blue background. But it showed up beautifully. So I'm just going to stamp that towards the upper right. Okay, now I'm going to use my tape runner and add this to my card base. Place it right in the center. And then I did take a piece of the ephemera that came in this collection. It was a little red heart, and I thought that went perfect with my little sentiment. So I just distressed the edges and then placed that right below my sentiment. For finishing touches, I took my white gel pen and went around the little heart and also enhanced the stitching lines on that little pocket. But that finishes off card number 2. Okay, now for card number 3. We are going to be using these pattern papers from collection number 4. This is the Farmhouse collection by American Crafts. I'm going to use sketch number 3 for this card. Now I have a window frame die that I have in my stash. And so on sketch number 3 it looked just like a window to me, so this worked out perfect. So I'm just going to die cut out these 2 elements. And then for the background of my window, I just cut out a piece of that floral pattern paper that's going to fit directly behind my window frame. I'm just going to attach my little heart in the center, and then I did add foam tape behind my window frame, and then I placed that on the floral background. Okay, now we're going to do again some stamping and coloring. So I'm using the stamp set from Avery Elle. This is called the Barnyard stamp set. And I'm just going to take this little itty bitty lamb. I'm going to stamp that. And then also there's a little like a wheat flourish. I'm going to stamp 2 of those. And then while I was at it, I decided, well, I might as well stamp my sentiment. The sentiment for this card I chose was "You are the best." For my sentiments, I like to stamp with VersaFine ink. And here I got it crooked, so I'm going to stamp it one more time. Now I colored everything in and I fussy cut everything out just to save a little bit of time, but I wanted to show you what they look like. So cute. And I did fishtail the ends of my little sentiment. Now I'm going to pop up my little lamb and place her right in the center of my heart. I'm going to arrange my little wheat to the left of her and then add my sentiment. To give her a little bit of shimmer, I went over her fluffy fur with some Wink of Stella, and I couldn't find my glossy accents, so I decided to use Morning Dew Nuvo Crystal Drops over my little lamb to give her a little bit of shine. But that's it for that card, using sketch number 3. Okay, now for my final card today, I'm going to use the same pattern paper from Doodlebug called Down on the Farm, and I'm going to cut out a strip here. I like the black and white gingham with the red pattern right below it. Once we have that done, I cut out a panel. This panel is 3.5 inches by 4 3/4, and it's just white cardstock. I'm going to trim down 2 pieces of this red gingham pattern paper, and then those are going to go to the left of my panel there. Okay, now I did decide to use this red pattern paper, but I'm going to grab a circle die and cut out a circle with that. And then I'm also going to cut out a smaller circle just using white cardstock. And the smaller white one will be my background. I'm just going to go ahead and adhere these pattern papers to the left of my panel. And again, I'm using the sketch as a guide, which makes it so easy. The sketches and the ingredient sheet, guys, are available at the Scrapping for Less shop. There's no charge for downloading, but they're there for you guys if you're interested. I'm just going to attach my white circle to my red pattern paper, and then I'm going to place this pattern paper right on top. And then I'm just going to trim off the excess there. Now I'll just lift that up and flip it over and add some foam tape behind here, and then I'll put that back on my panel just for a little bit of dimension. Now for this card, I wanted to use the Down on the Farm mini icon stickers. So I chose a little rooster and then a little windmill there. I just placed them in the center of that white circle. Now I'm going to attach this panel directly in the center of my white card base. I did go ahead, there was some ephemera in this collection, so I chose the one that said cluck cluck. And then that completes card number 4, using sketch number 2. So these are the 4 cards that I made today using the Flavor of the Month kit for May. Such a fun kit called In the Countryside. I hope this inspires you, gives you some ideas on how to use this kit. Scrapping for Less is having a blog